everybody, and a very warm welcome. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. I was looking over there. I thought you were there, but you're there. What are you doing over there? You were there earlier, but you're there now. That's good to know. Welcome, everybody, to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Joining us, hopefully, you enjoyed the last hour with Craigle Bagel. He was looking at the template library, wasn't he? I know lots of people tuning in and watching that show. And we are here for another couple of hours in the Craft House. And if you were watching Wake Up Call earlier on this morning, you will know that we have a fantastic guest, and you will know that we have been super busy with Dreamees. This here, by the way, before I introduce the lovely Hayley, is our Shop the Show option. Basically, everything that we have for you on the show, you can buy in one click, as easy as that, and save yourself some extra pounds and dollars in the process. That's the good news. The bad news is, if you do want to buy the whole show, then we only have 22 more opportunities to do that. Everything is kind of available for you in smaller bundles, which we will talk about as we go through the show. But if you want the whole show, the Shop the Show, which we'll go through in just a few moments' time, 22 chances left to buy. That is it. It was a super busy wake-up call this morning. Let's get into it. We want to make it nice and interactive. I'll say a few hellos to you guys in just a few moments' time. Let's invite her in. We're delighted she's back. It's the lovely Hayley from Dreamees. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm full.
Oh, you full? What did you have for lunch?
Tuna mayo sandwiches.
Ooh, tuna mayo sandwich. Always good in our cafe, isn't it?
It is. It's really nice.
Did you have any cake as well?
No.
No
Being
cake.
good.
Doing school cake today. Do you know what I was saying this? I don't know if this is just I think it is a northern thing. Do you know school cake?
Is it just sponge cake with icing and sprinkles? Yeah.
Oh, I think it must be like a northern thing. We don't have it down south, and like up here, it seems like a massive thing. School cake.
I think I've seen it in the shops more recently. I don't think I had it in school, but like I recognise it. So yeah, maybe it is more northern. I'm like in the middle.
Oh
so,
yeah, you're more sort of like
I'm bordering.
Yeah, you're bordering. Welcome back anyway.
Thank you.
We had such a brilliant show earlier. It was so busy.
We did.
For those who don't know yet, and I feel like the majority of people know you, but for people tuning in for the first time, tell us about you and tell us about Dreamees.
Well, I've been crafting a long time now. It's since I was probably mid-teenage years even. Yeah. But then I started the business when I was 18, fresh out of sixth form, and just thought, do you know what, I'll give it a go, see what happens. I was doodling once in a craft shop, and somebody said that'd make a really nice stamp, and I was like, oh, never thought about doing that. Made a few, sold them, and then was like, oh, actually, I think I want to do this. So then it kind of snowballed from stamps, CD-ROMs. We went into MDF, paper pads. Then we've obviously gone into dyes more recently, embellishments, and the whole range has grown really. And it's everything that I do. I live and breathe it. It literally, craft is just all day, every day for me.
And it's all pretty much like based from home, isn't it? It's you and Jimmy, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And Jimmy's the sort of production line, isn't he? Of the whole thing.
He's the MDF man. So he designs it all, cuts it all. We test it all together, pack it all, obviously, and we send lots of orders out all over the UK and then hopefully America too.
Yeah, it's really exciting, isn't it? Because as I say, I think the majority of our UK viewers will know you and Dreamees, but might be new for a lot of our US viewers, yeah? So it's exciting times for you guys as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love just reaching more people. And the aim really of Dreamees is to keep it as affordable as possible and to just get as many people crafting. Because for me, especially, like, it's done wonders for my mental health, and I'm sure it does for a lot of people at home as well. And to just be able to enjoy that together, I love it. It's the best community.
What's so lovely about this bundle, as you touched on there, I think a lot of people know Dreamees for MDF, but you brought a lot of everything in this particular bundle. And whilst we are going to use a lot of it hopefully in the next 2 hours, just give us a bit of an overview as to what you brought us today. And this is everything that people can buy in one click.
Yes, so we've got some paper pads. So we've got 3 paper pads in here, uncoated and really easy to use, really nice patterns that are pre-coordinated so you don't have to worry about it. We've got lots of stamps in here as well, great sentiments, focal point sentiments and embellishment sentiments in there as well. We've got some flowers in die form, so you can embellish all your cards with those. Pearls, we've got pickup tools for those pearls, some Sisal there, which we'll be using in every single demo, and then some nice layering dies as well, so if you want to do shaped cards or you just want them as a plaque on your card. Plus then we've thrown in some MDF as well.
The MDF as well this time is so cute because like you've got little sort of mini projects to make. So there's a watering can, there's a lantern, isn't there? And we haven't got it because I moved it from earlier on.
Oh
but
yeah,
there's
the
a cute little crate as well,
yeah,
isn't there?
that's my first demo.
Yes. We're aware there is a lot, and as we go through the show, we'll kind of show you bits and pieces within the bundle, but if there's anything that you want to see particularly, just shout, give us a holler, and we will show you. And you've got demos lined up, but you're happy to show as we go if people want to see, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Just give us a shout. I'll do my best.
Right, let's get into it. Here we go then. So this is everything. Have a look at this. This is the shop to show. There's 22 more people that can buy this, and then that will be that. It's everything on the show, as Hayley has just explained. So you've got all of the stamps in there. You have got all of your dies in there. There's 8 dies. You've got 3 8x8 paper pads. You've got your pearls in there. You've also got 4 different pickup tools. You've got your messy flower die sets. So there's actually more dies than I said. You've got your delightful sentiment set. You've got your ultimate Sisal or Sisal collection, and your 3 mini MDF projects as well. If you love everything, don't buy it all individually. What I mean is don't buy bundle by bundle by bundle. Just go one click and you'll save that extra money. That is the way to go. But obviously everything else is available in individual bundles. Please fire in any questions. I'm always sort of aware when we have our crafty friends coming in that, you know, you might not have seen them before, might not know what it's all about. If there's a particular bundle you want to see, please shout and we'll go through as much as we possibly can. Superstar Susie is on the socials, so feel free to send through those requests and questions. Already in is Trudy says, hello again from Central Florida. Imani says, good morning, here to see all things Dreamees. Thanks for coming and sharing your products. Melanie D says, hello. Love to Create LC says, hello again. Ben, Hayley, team and all, hello. Hello also to Linda, who's in Maryland. Lakietta Gibson says, hello again, everyone. I'm loving all the shows. What's that say? I roll like this. I don't know what that means. It says, I roll like this. Me too. I don't know what it means. Jen says, good morning, Ben, Hayley, team and crafty friends. Stephen Nicole says, afternoon, Ben and Hayley. Hello. Faye says, hello from a rainy Bristol, Virginia. I'm so happy to see the Dreamees return to CTV. And Karen says, hello from Kentucky. Just got through watching Craig. Craig is back tonight with me. Double Trouble returns tonight at 5, launch party. We've got the Graceful Plumes, also Celebrate the Good Times and more in that show. Evelyn says, good morning from a sunny Colorado. I have missed a Dreamees. And Joanna says, good afternoon, Dreamees. Lovely to see the return of Hayley. I love that I can sit back and just watch as having got everything on the show already, apparently. Chantal Jones says, good day, guys. Lovely to have you with us wherever you're watching from. We love having you here. Get those questions and comments coming through. Buy the show bundle here for you. So everything we've already chatted about. £200, $280. Obviously, you're making that saving of about £20 if you're in the UK. If you're in the US, about $24. So jump in and grab anything you want individually or as bundles. Shop the show for all of those deals. Right, we are going to get started with the MDF projects, the mini set of 3, bottom of your screen here. So if you want just these on their own, so you can make the watering can, you can make the lantern, and you can make the cute little crate as well. That is $20.97 or $28.99. You're doing the crate this time?
I am, yes.
Okay, here we go.
Right, so we've got all of our pieces pushed out. So if you did catch the show a little bit earlier, they literally just pop out of the sheet, really simple to do. And then all we're going to do is attach the 2 side panels to the end of each of this base here.
Yes.
So I would glue this as well, just for speed. I'm just popping it straight together. But you can see it's a nice fit there. So you've already got the crate coming together. So then all we've got to do is we've got our bottom piece here. So the telltale sign is you've got all 5 tabs on there.
Yeah.
So you pop in the 3 across the back here, and then you've got 1 on either side as well to attach that to. So really simple to do. Try and hold it together. Glue it in place first, makes it easier. But then you can see it just slots together really easy. And now I do both of my base ones at once.
Okay.
So go for the bottom first. And then instead of popping our sides straight on, we're going to ease our handle in. So all you're going to do is attach that into one side at the top there. And then ease it apart and slot it in the other side as well.
Uh-huh.
So really simple to do, and then we can attach our side panels as well. So all you've got is the 2 end tabs, and they just slot on there. So it comes together so quickly, this project.
Couldn't be easier really, could it?
Really easy, yeah. And again, nice space inside. So I did get my ruler out so I can tell you how big that is.
Yeah.
But if you are popping some little bath salts or something like that inside. Great little caddy. Maybe, do you know, if you've got some pens putting in on your work surface, you can use it as a little pen pot if you want to. But you're actually looking at just over 11 centimetres, which is 4.5 inches roughly, by 2 3/4 inches, which is 7.5 centimetres. So you've got a good base in there. So what I've done then is I've already pre-covered my crate. So we've used the Striking Poses paper pad. Now, what I tend to do is cover the outside panels, and then I've just painted the handle and the inside there. And the best thing is, if I just show you actually, if we cover over one of these panels, so if you've never done MDF before and you're just thinking, I've got no idea what I'm doing to put paper on there. Just grab a sheet of paper, and all we're going to do is just pop some glue onto this panel here. And then we're just going to push it right to the edge. Now, if you've got allergies or something, obviously don't use your finger, use a little glue spatula or something. But obviously you'll know whether it's going to interfere with your skin or anything. Mine's absolutely fine with this sort of glue. So I then just push that to the edge and just lay my paper over the top. Give it a good press down. Probably leave it to dry a little bit longer than I am, just because it will ruffle. I was just thinking I'll just use my terrible knife. I was thinking, is there a proper one here?
We should have a craft knife somewhere.
There probably is a proper one somewhere, yeah.
Do you want me to find you one? Or are you good?
If you want.
You're right.
This one's okay, but it looks better if I use a proper craft knife.
There is actually a craft knife over this side, bizarrely.
Oh, nice. That'll do. I'm sure there's one there. I didn't want to faff about for too long. So then all I've done then is just then trimming this just back to my MDF piece there. And now if you're thinking, oh, I don't know about doing all the round corners and things like that, and you just want a nice smooth edge, I'm just going to grab my nail file.
Okay.
And then we're just going to file that back. So then you're going to get a nice smooth edge on there.
Yeah.
So just filing it away.
And you were saying earlier on, as far as like, if you wanted to add colour to these, we could use things like our alcohol markers, but maybe prime them first if you were doing that, yeah? Yeah,
so if you were just going to pop your alcohol markers on, it'd probably dull the colour a little bit of your marker, and because it's brown. So yeah, if you put a gesso sort of base on there, it will just make sure the colours pop properly. So then we've got the panel there, and then because we've got paper covering those slots, that just means you're not going to see any of the workings. So all I do then is just pop my glue into that area, fill that little slot up.
Yeah.
And then as you pop that on, you just feel about for your tab, pop that on, and then that has completely covered over any of those workings, so you're not going to see any of it. So then that is how we got to this.
Gotcha.
So if you're thinking, how do I get my paper on? Super simple. You can obviously use cardstock, any of your Crafter's Companion paper pads, anything in your stash will go on there absolutely fine. So then to decorate this then, we're going to use one of our recipe stamps.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just going to stamp it. In fact, I think I'll die cut first. So we're going to use the Lavish label out of the Duo. And I've just got some navy cardstock there.
For those of you just seeing this for the first time, we can show all of this for you at the end of the demo, so you can see all the different dies and the different stamps as well. The papers that you're crafting with as well as floral papers, obviously available on the show as well. Yeah,
that's it. So we're using the Striking Poses, which is in the set of 3 or the actual full collection, like you said. So we're just going to run this through our MIDI.
Yeah.
Just give that a good push through. So then, oh, I'm used to a mini, it just pops off so easy. This is a massive one compared. So then we've die cut out that label then, and we're going to stamp onto that. And then I want it to be a little bit narrower, so this is what we're aiming for.
Okay.
So then I can use that, I've obviously done it crossways instead, and then we can narrow this with the die as well. So we're just going to stamp on then the recipe of a mum. So just grab a little dab of washi tape, and then we're just going to line this up.
What is the recipe for a mum?
An ounce of inspiration, creativity and patience, a spoonful of admiration with a cup of love, finely sprinkled with friendship.
Aww.
So then try and make sure that's straight. Yeah, that looks pretty straight. And we're just going to use a anti-static bag and we're going to heat emboss that in gold on there.
Nice. Hi Jeannie, says hello to you all. What a great morning. Ben, Dreamees and Craig, wonderful shows. Linda says, hi everyone from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania.
Ooh,
I've never heard of
nice.
Dreamees before, so I've bought some of the products. I'm looking forward to seeing all the demos. What did you get, Linda? You have to tell us. Karen's in Hampton Roads, Virginia. Janelle joined us from the Great Pacific Northwest. Lackiette says, my children love Dreamees MDF project. And good morning, Paw Prince from South Carolina. I was watching Wake Up and missed the beginning of the live show. We'll let you off. And Lucreti says, I'm so happy to see Dreamees back on air. I have many of the early products from the beginning shows. We'll definitely be buying the new stuff. By the way, thank you also. We've had lots of pictures come in, Hayley, of people who've made Dreamees projects previously, so we'll show those in a bit.
I was saying to Jimmy while we were eating lunch, I just said how many people were emailing in saying, I got this last time and I got this, and it's so nice that you remember us.
Yeah, I've just had a look because I'll show the pictures in a bit. But yeah, sort of like refreshes my memory of some of the things that you bought back recently. Like that guitar's come through, which I remember.
Has it?
Yeah. Some great stuff.
Right, so then we've done the recipe of a mum then, so you can see in that gorgeous gold. So obviously whatever colour embossing powders you've got, any of that will work perfectly. And then what we're going to do to shorten that die is just take, again, a little bit of washi tape, and because you've got straight edges, you can line them back up along the edge. So then we're just going to attach that and roughly get it in the centre, so obviously it's about the same either side. Then we can run that straight back through and change up the depth of that. And again, because it's got straight edges as well, it's really easy then to create a layer around it. So I then stuck it onto a bit of gold mirror board and trimmed a small border at the different angles and made myself a next layer for it. So once we take that out, you can then see we've got a nice smaller piece there.
Great.
Now the one that I'm using, I've actually done the opposite way. So it depends what you want to use it for and which way you want to die cut that. So then we're going to layer that then onto some of the gold mirror board. So like I say, I've just created myself a nice little layer just for around the edge there. And we're going to pop that on with a bit of glue.
For those of you that weren't here earlier as well, I know I sound like a stuck record here, everything that Hayley's using, so these beautiful stamps, the dies, they're all available for you, and we'll chat about the bundles in just a bit, but we are very busy. I just think these are great. And just to say also, you're happy for people to make and sell, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got a full angel policy. So all of your recipes, if you want to stamp them, make them into tags, into cards, anything like that. We just say if you make sure that you've just made something with them rather than just stamping them out and just selling them or something like that. But yeah, we're more than happy for you to make money back on whatever you can really, and then either spending it on crafty makes or just helping you along with life, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's really nice to then be able to gift as well if you want to, and somebody saying, oh, that's a really nice recipe, you can kind of take credit for it.
Yeah, exactly. just forget Hayley. Like, Hayley, Hayley who? Yeah, I came up with this. It's mine.
So we're just going to attach that onto the front of the crate there. Now, just for speed and to make sure it grabs straight away, because we're going to tip it sideways, I'm just going to use my hot glue gun. So we're just going to line that up roughly in the centre and against the bottom there. So it pops that on there. And then we're going to add a little bit of the black Sisal. So I'm just grabbing a small amount of this. So I'm going to put lots on the inside. Yeah. And then for the base of my flowers, I've just grabbed a bit and I'm just kind of making it into a bit of a little bundle. Oh, yeah. And then I'm just going to twist it. So then this is going to attach in the middle here, and then we're going to pop our flowers on the top, and you'll see that it just kind of fills out the area around the flowers. So I'm just having a little dab of hot glue and popping that there.
The Sisal, Sisal is available in 9 colours. We'll go through all of this for you shortly. It's $19.99, $26.99 if you want that on its own. That again, we don't have huge quantities of, so if you want that, check it out sooner rather than later.
So then on top of that then, we're going to add some of the messy flowers. So I'm going to bring in, I've die cut them out of my Striking Posies paper pad again.
Yeah.
and we're just using 4 of these. So I die cut about 4 layers together, just because I'm a little bit of a lazy crafter. But it runs through absolutely fine with our paper pads.
That's not lazy, that's savvy. That is.
At 120 GSM, it runs through absolutely fine.
Yeah.
If you want to be on the safer side, go for 3, but 4 always works fine for me. So then I'm just running my ball tool on the reverse, and then we've just flipped them over and we're just pressing in the centre. And then I've got some of the slightly smaller ones as well. So we're going to create 3 blooms with that. So then I'm just layering it up, and I love cutting it out of paper that is kind of a mismatched design, because you get so much diversity in the flowers.
Yeah.
And you're getting a lot of colours coming through.
I really like these dies as well, because as I said earlier on, like the style of them is a little bit more abstract, almost like a bit more true to nature.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it. So offsetting them slightly as well to try and get the different petals overlapping each other. So we've got a nice full flower then, and we're just pressing in the middle just to create that flower there. Then we can give it a little bit of a zhuzh with our fingers.
We love a little zhuzh.
And then doing the same then, so I've got 8 of the little ones, and we're going to create 2 flowers, 4 on each layer.
So again, the paper pads, which we'll look at in a bit, you've got the Striking Posies, Tickle Pink and Spring Blues. It's 48 sheets, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Double-sided. How many designs in each?
8 designs, 6 of each.
6 of each.
Oh, I'm out of practice there.
I know, you have to think
Usually
for a second,
comes straight to me.
It's nice as well, because as I said earlier on, 8x8 in size, and you'll know we normally here at Crafters do 12x12s and 6x6s. Don't do a lot of 8x8 pads. Normally vellum pads we do in 8x8, but not paper, so it's quite nice to have that option as well. And the designs, again, very different to what you'll find with us here. So those have proven very, very popular. The size was intriguing to me, says Paul Prince, as I've never seen it before. Had a lot of people saying that about the Sisal, actually.
Yeah.
Hayley. A lot of people not seen it, not used it in craft before.
I don't know if I even used it when we were here last.
No, I don't think you did.
No, so it's maybe something even completely new, even all that time ago. It's a brand new thing.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do then is, on top of this Sisal bit here, we're going to attach our flowers. And I've actually cut some out of gold mirror board to just sit as the base from our flowers as well. I might break that up actually and use them as little leaves. So we'll pop our flowers on first. So just add in the 3 of these across the bottom. Yep, so we're using the hot glue just for speed, really. You can use a wet glue. I always go with a hot glue, but if it does scare you, don't worry, you can just use a wet glue, that's fine. I hear a lot of people say, oh no, I can't touch a hot glue gun. I'm scared of burning myself. After a while, the burns don't even hurt. You get used to it. Be careful, obviously, but don't try and do that. So I'm just breaking up the messy flowers there, just into smaller pieces, and then we're going to use those just as little decorations in our flower arrangement as well. So I'm just going to pop a few little bits just under the edge. Just kind of like, almost looks a little bit like coral maybe, popping in there. Just because we've not actually got any leaves in that set, so if you just break up your flowers, you can very easily make them look a little bit like leaves as well.
It's so pretty. As I say, what I love more than anything, and this is like kudos to obviously Hayley and Jimmy, the bundle, if you go for the Buy The Show, and by the way, we've got less than 20 opportunities now on that. It's not like, and this wouldn't be the case, I know, but it's not like they've just gone, oh, right, we'll just like chuck a load of random stuff into a bundle and like, you know, good luck trying to like craft with it all. Like everything's been thought about here, isn't it? Like you've made sure that the papers are going to work so nicely with the MDF, and you've got the Sisal to work alongside that. The dies are going to work beautifully with the papers, which will work beautifully with the MDF, which will work beautifully with the stamps. It's such, if budget allows today, it's a great crafty bundle that will keep you crafting for hours, won't it? It
will, absolutely, yeah. And obviously you've got quite a lot of die sets, stamps and things like that aren't consumable. So yeah, you're going to use your paper pads and your MDF, but everything else, I'm pretty sure, yeah, except Sisal and pearls eventually, but there's so many in there that you're going to be crafting for ages before you even notice you've made a dent in it.
That's it, yeah. It's like 650 pearls, isn't there, of each colour?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So I'm thinking we're going to put black in here, but you could put white, and then we're going to just pop a lot of this Sisal just in the base of the crate here.
Did you say earlier on that a lot of these went for Easter? Because I can imagine these being like a nice little crate for
there was
putting eggs in.
an Easter bonnet competition.
Oh yeah.
And I was asked by everyone, can you leave me some Sisal behind, please, for my Easter bonnet? But yeah, if you think about wrapping a little bit up and making nests for next year, maybe putting a few little mini eggs in there, as in like dye eggs or something like that. You could very easily use it to make a focal point on a card, or even just a little embellishment on there as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just create a quick bow. So I've just got some navy blue ribbon.
Okay.
And I'm just going to wrap it around my fingers. So I'm just using my index finger and middle finger. I'm sure you've seen this a few times. Wrapping around the back and wrapping around the middle again, just to make that double bow. Threading it around the back and then tying it together.
I'm going to say we've got the Ultimate on later on if you want to do bow making.
Yeah.
Tonight on Launch Party, it's our Explorer kit actually, and that's got a little bow maker in it, so that's worth looking at. If you
absolutely,
find it hard
it's
to do
worth
bows.
it. It's all right using your fingers, but you'll get much nicer bows and more equal bows using an actual bow maker. So we've got our little bow then that's just going to pop in the top of this basket here, and then we can add in our pearls. I did die cut a few just butterflies from my stash, so I don't know whether to add a couple of maybe mirror-board butterflies on there. So obviously I'm sure you've got plenty of butterflies in your stash at home as well. They're what's the word, a staple, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
We all use butterflies.
One of the very first things I learned in the world of craft.
If you make a mistake, put a butterfly on it.
Exactly, yes.
We all know it. Or if it's a Christmas card, a snowflake.
That's exactly right, yeah. Here you go, all the hints and tips of the trade.
Right, so in these flowers then, I'm going to pop a 6mm and 2 5mm, I think, into my little flowers. And then we're just going to use, I think I'm going to go for my pink pearl pickup tool.
Okay, so there's 4 different pink pearl pickup tools. No, there isn't. There's 4 different pickup tools: pink, blue, black, and white. And again, if you want this individually, the pink and the blue come together, almost like his and hers, if you like. And then you've got the black and the white as well in another bundle. All in the Shop the Show though, or the Buy the Show bundle, which is rapidly disappearing. And like we said earlier on, it's good to have more than one of these, isn't it? I feel like these are like pokey tools in the fact that, you know, you need at least 3 or 4 of them, don't you, just to be sure?
Yeah, definitely. And it is just something that you're probably going to want in all your different areas of your craft stash. So if you are crafting on the go, you don't want to be thinking, oh, I need to pop one in my bag. You just keep one in your bag. So then I've added another 3 dots of glue just at the top here. So we're just going to pop 3 5mm on there. Oh, I'll go for a massive one in the middle of our bow as well.
Yeah.
I love that we've got such big pearls in there as well. Now, a lot of the time in the past, we have just done 4, 5 and 6mm.
Yeah.
But then to be able to have a massive one and then just decorate the centres of your bows like this. Now, your pearl pickup tool as well does actually pick up your massive ones.
Oh, perfect.
So it's not even like they're too weighty or anything.
No.
And there we go.
This is gorgeous. Look at this. That is a demo that's put a smile, I think, on everybody's face. It's gorgeous, that, Hayley.
Yeah, it's really nice, especially when you use a bit of navy card with that paper pad. It really sets it off.
What we'll do shortly is I'll go through everything that you're going to need to be able to go for that, to make that, if you like, because everything is in the Buy the Show bundle. I can't stress that enough. We don't have a lot left, far less than 20 now. We'll give you a stock up like that surely, but if you want individual bits and pieces, I can take you all around that in just a few moments. But you've obviously used the MDF there. There's beautiful papers which are available to you. You've got the pearls in there too. Also the dies, which are incredible. The messy flower dies in there as well, and of course the lavish labels. So we can take you all around that in just a little while. Lots of love coming through for this collection as well. Hi Alja, who's joined us, saying hey to Ben and Hayley and all crafty fans. And also thank you to Joanna, who says what a fantastic MDF make. Let's take a break. More than anything, if you want this, I would be checking it out now. We are into sort of teen numbers available of the Buy the Show. Everything else currently is still available individually, but we are also losing stock of the individual bundles as well. So please, please, please get shopping. When we come back, we'll remind you of everything and get into another demo. And also, if there's any questions or anything you want to see in particular, do feel free to shout up and holler. And it's busy. we will show your pictures. I just remembered you sent us loads of pictures of makes that you've done with your Dreamees products, so we'll have a look at those too. But in the meantime, get to the checkout. Buy the Show is going to go. Get it whilst you can. We'll see you in a moment.
Hi everybody, this is Lynn Bledsoe. You asked me why I like or I love Crafter's Companion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter, and Crafter's Companion makes me look better. It makes me look like a better crafter than I am, because I'm not good at design. So I have the layout collection that helps me with design. I don't like to do the same thing over and over. So I have a template library that gives me lots of new ideas and card bases and things to try. I never know what to put on the inside of the card, so I have the compendiums that have all the sayings for cards, and I never know what color combinations to put together and what goes with what, and so all their collections make it easy for me to know what to do. So that is why I love Crafter's Companion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before. Thanks, bye.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric rocker blocks, briars, misters, quilting clips, dye brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue, applicators, envelopes, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, the big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, craft kits, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, dice and zinc trays, miter tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape and brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, felt quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft asphalt press, sparkle pots, Centura pearl and sticky dots, pigment ink pads, chunky glue, buddy bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, buddy bags, craft magnets, gear of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, Octopus Compendium, Sarah Signature Collections, and don't forget Discovery Kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
Missed your favourite Crafters TV shows this week? Feel like you've missed out on the best crafting deals? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Join us for Second Chance Sunday, your ultimate catch-up on the top 10 deals, demos and must-see moments from the past week. From incredible discounts to inspiring crafting, this is your second chance to grab the best of the best. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Tune in to Second Chance Sunday, only on Crafters TV. Because every crafter deserves a second chance. You do know this isn't a real door, don't you? There it is, Second Chance Sunday back this weekend. Loads of love coming through. We have 18 opportunities to buy the show, so I'm just putting that out there. A couple of requests. Mary Beth Doyle says, please will you demo the lantern? We're doing that later.
Yes.
Okay.
After this one.
All right. And Lakietta says, I was wondering if you still carry the card creator dies. If so, when they return, will you bring these dies and also the MDF dollhouse?
The card creator dies, we literally just got back in stock.
Yes.
So yes, I will definitely bring those to Crafters TV. And I'll see what Jimmy can do about the dollhouse. I'll beg him for you. He'll probably be listening right now.
Yeah, is this when he appears at the window and he goes?
No, that's a no.
Was it,
no,
what, was it big?
It is a big one, yeah.
Yeah.
I can maybe get him to do a smaller one.
Oh, mini dollhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam in the gallery also said he's buying one, so that's one sold already. Right, shall we show you what Hayley's going to be using in the next demo? Okay, so the Tickle Pink. Now, this is part of your 8x8 paper pads, the beautiful Dreamees pads. So you've got your Tickle Pink, your striking posies, which you saw Hayley using with the little crate, and then you've also got your beautiful spring blues in there. So these are 48 sheets you're going to be getting. You're getting 8 designs, 6 sheets of each, and they are double-sided as well. So this is that beautiful Tickle Pink. What's so lovely about this is that you've got beautiful patterns and florals as well. So like super useful for you to be able to, you know, kind of mat and layer these up, compare and contrast the beautiful florals with the patterns that you've got, spots and dots. You've got beautiful stripes in there as well. You know, look at that. I mean, absolutely stunning detail in the florals. And you were saying before the show as well, Hayley, that this pink one is probably one of your faves, yeah, in the range?
Yeah, absolutely. And whenever I post a card with it on social media, it's one that always gets even more likes and comments and things, and it's usually about the papers that are used.
So this is the one that Hayley's going to be using in the next demo. You do also, though, in the bundle, get the striking posy. So this was the papers, or one of the papers that you saw in that last demo. Again, beautiful, stunning florals. And then you've got the contrast of the patterns on the back. So you'll get that in the bundle. You also get the, oh, I mean, that's quite...
Yeah, it's
almost
kind of
like a nighttime
watercolour,
suit.
isn't it? Like blotches, and then, yeah, a few little stars on the side.
I feel like that. Like it's the moon up here,
yeah,
like a nighttime sky. Very nice.
That's really a good idea.
Then you've got your sort of check on the reverse. This here is beautiful as well. Again, stunning like floral scene on one side, and then again on the reverse there, you've almost got some like beautiful like script and font coming through. And then the last design in there again is more of those stunning florals, those beautiful posies, and the reverse of that you've got the stripes. So you get 8 different designs there. Again, 6 sheets of each giving you your 48. 144 sheets in total you're getting here. And then you've got your spring blues as well. And again, beautiful patterns and florals. Love the fact that you've got that beautiful font. Again, script running through here. A little bit sort of lighter and more spring-like, of course. Some really lovely designs. All of this is included within the bundle. Love a Hide Ranger as well. Beautiful Hide Ranger designs there. And then the last design you are going to get is, yes. Oh, there we go. Right there. So confusing. Oh, there we go. Down. Oh, hello. You go. I go. There we go. For the 3 pads, that is 37.02 or 51.27. Which is a significant discount to what you should be paying today. And of course, you are getting 144 sheets in total across those pads, all on uncoated paper as well. So if you want to stamp onto those, ink onto those, you can. Feel free to do so. And then also, Hayley's going to be using the Lavish Oval and label die sets as well. And these are incredible for the fact that you can do so much with these. Lots of different options. It's 4 dies in total in each set, isn't it? Because it feels like a lot more when you look at what you can do with them.
That's it. Depending on what you want to do, we're going to make it as a card base in the next demo. But obviously you can use all the elements separately, you can use them all together, and it just depends how much you want to layer. And obviously don't forget, if you want to then add some dimension, you can cut the oval out with the detail on and foam pad that up onto your plaque, so you can actually make it, you know, even just black and white.
Yeah.
It'd look really classy.
So, I mean, basically here, showing you all the different ways to use them, you know, the different combinations, so cutting in, cutting out, whether you want frames, whether you want mats and layers. That is your oval set. And then you've got your label as well. And same sort of thing again here in the fact that if you want beautiful detailed frames, you can. If you want the mats and layers with that beautiful, almost like sort of like a deco fan design going on there, flip it round, you can cut that design into your cardstock, cut the detail into your cardstock. If you want that cut out of the cardstock again as a panel with a detail, you can. If you want that detail with the frame, you've got the ability to be able to do that. And once again, this is showing you what it looks like. So, you know, you've got your mats and layers there if you like, but then you've still got those beautiful frames as well. So there's so many different options. That's why I always get confused when I see boards like this, because you think, well, there must be like 8 dies there or something. And you think there's so many more dies.
Yeah, that's it.
But 4 of each, bringing you the lavish over the label dies, $28.48 for those dies, or $37.98. Again, if you want all of this, it's all in the Buy the Show bundle, but we've only got, as I say, 18 of those left. Lots of people shopping the individual elements as well. The GSM of the paper, just a few people asking, is it 120? 20.
Yeah, so it's a really nice weight if you're doing flower making. Obviously you've seen me using that, and again it's not too weighty on your actual base card, so if you're layering up a few layers and a bit of card around there, it's going to be it's still going to be sturdy, but it's not really weighty if you are posting it.
And just as we come to you for the demo as well, Alexandra says, Hayley, whenever you have them back in stock, please could you next bring the coloured foam pads? I'm almost out of them.
That every time that I use them when I'm demoing, I get so many emails and they're like, when are they back? When are they back? And I promise they're on their way, and yes, I will bring them. So anything you want to see, I will try and bring.
So those the dies doesn't need to bring. Coloured foam pads.
I'll watch the show back in case I forget.
Cuddly toy. Yeah, all of that, please. Right, so let's get into it. Demo number 2, let's have a look.
Right, so we're going to make an easel card with the lavish oval then. So I've already got my base card already cut out. So all I've done is I've just used the outer die. So if I just take this one off, we're going to do a little bit of die cutting with this, but it's literally just the outside die here. And hopefully you can see I've just done that across the score of a card base. So it's cut through, and then we can then create that into a card.
Nice.
So obviously if you wanted it to just be standing upright, you could do that, but we've scored across the centre there just to create that easel element. And then I've got another one that is just a single layer that is going to attach onto there when we get to that point. Now we're going to do all of our layers first. So I've just got a piece of the watercolour paper from the Tickled Pink. So I've got my outside die there, and then we're going to take the detail die as well. So obviously this would stay in your card if you don't use this outer die. And we're just going to lay that on the inside there. Now make sure you tape it down, because if it does move, then it will ruin your dies, and it's not worth it.
What did you say the size of the largest die was? A few people are just asking about the size of the dies in the
that
set.
is, I've got my ruler now.
Okay.
That's just shy of 6 inches tall, which is just about 15 centimetres by 12 centimetres or 4 3/4 inches.
So if you're a MIDI crafter, you're good to go through your MIDI.
Yeah, it's going to go through that now. So we've layered that up, that's crossing over. Make sure, I'll just tell you, make sure you stick it down so it doesn't cross over, and I've crossed my dies over. I think
it's like
that
in
might be
Ghostbusters,
upside
isn't
down.
it? Don't cross the streams, don't cross the dies. There you go.
So
Stick
pop
them down.
that just in the centre then, and then sticking that down. So then, yes, that's going to go through the Gemini MIDI. So popping that into there, and then we'll bring in our machine. So running that all the way through.
I just realised I never showed you these pictures. After this demo, we'll do a little quick picture gallery. So loads of people sending pictures of what they've made.
I'm excited to see what you've made. So then, as we take this out, we have this gorgeous oval die there.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's got so much detail, hasn't it? Especially in the pink, it's really nice.
I still marvel now, even all these years I've been in craft, like how a piece of metal can cut you so much detail into
I know.
a piece of
When you
paper.
think about where dyes came from, and like just how much they've changed in price even, and the fact that it used to have to be like a factory cutting dyes things, and we can do it at home now.
Crazy, isn't it?
It is, it's incredible. So then for one of our middle panels then, we're going to use the lacy detail. So I've got that ready to pop in the centre again with a bit of washi tape, and I'm going to use the outer edge as well. So we're just going to pop that around. Now depending on your machine, you might need to shim it. So just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to pop an extra sheet of paper in there just to shim that through.
Excellent.
And again, going through the MIDI.
Thank you, Wendy, as well. She says, hi, Ben and Hayley. I've just placed my order. I love these products. If you're shopping, let us know what you're buying. Who's buying what today? I know a lot of people have obviously bought the whole show, but if you're picking and choosing, let us know, please, because we're nosy like that. We need to know what you're shopping for.
So then bringing that die back in, and you can see all of this detail. It's cut through first time.
Yeah.
I don't think it needed a shim. She says, stuck with my... Oh no, put it a bit too close to the edge of the machine, look. Just trim
Okay.
that off. It's fine. I don't need it. I'm just cutting it through to show you how nice it is.
Yeah.
But it's literally just tacked because I put it a bit too close to the edge of the plate. So make sure you do it in the middle. But then you can see all of this gorgeous detail in there.
That's incredible, isn't it?
So that, you know, with your dotty tape pen, perfect for attaching this.
Yes.
It's my favourite thing to use.
Love it.
I ran out of my last one the other day and I was lost without
Have you got your
it.
tape pen? Yeah. Make sure you're watching Launch Party tonight, because we've got dotty tape pens on the show, I think.
Yes.
I think we have. I might have just made that up. I'm sure we did. I'm sure I wrote that down earlier. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm totally lying.
So then on the inside of this easel card then, we've cut out the same oval and I've just trimmed it straight where my join is on the card so that we can cover over all this and just have that nice frilly edge. So I've just grabbed a scrap of paper and I'm just going to use my dotty tape pen all around the edges, just because these are quite fine to attach glue to. It just saves so much time rather than using your fine tip glue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we're just going to add a dab of glue then in the centre as well. And then we can line this up perfectly and overlay that. So then there we go, we've got that gorgeous pink on there for the inside of the card.
Yeah.
So then that we're going to have the easel there. And just for writing in the centre, I'm just going to have my plain oval. So I'm just going to stamp a sentiment. I think we'll go for... Recipe of friendship is what we're putting on it. So I think we'll just go for a thank you potentially. So
from our little sentiment set.
My acrylic block.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to my friend. That makes sense with a recipe of friendship.
Aww. I
And
like
then-
the sentiments as well, because you've got like the sort of block capitals mixed with like that sort of cursive design. It's really cute.
Yeah, and it's a nice readable font as well. You know, if you have a little bit of a flowing font, sometimes it's not always clear.
Yeah. That happened yesterday, funnily you should say that. We had a particular sentiment I couldn't read. Do you remember that, Nicola? Which said, what did it say? No, I know what I said, but what did it actually say? Success is in the bag, and I read it as sausage in the bag.
Why wouldn't you want a sentiment that says sausage in it?
Thank you very much indeed.
We all need
Hayley.
one.
That's what I was trying to say. Sausage in the bag. But yeah, definitely success is in the bag. I can read all of your sentiments today, so that's good news.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good news.
So we've got then to my friend that's just been stamped on there. And then wherever we're going to have our little stopper, I've just got a piece of grey card just to attach that there. So we'll just go for in the middle, I think, there. And then for the front of our card, I'm just going to decorate it flat and then attach it at the end, just so we're not contending with the movement of the easel. So we're going to attach the same pink layer. So I've got a second one of those die cut out with the same patterned paper. Mm-hmm. So using the dotty tape pen again, just around that edge. And then we can attach that in the centre with a bit of glue. So adding a dab of glue in there. And then that is going onto the plain white one that we did earlier on. Oh. Put it down, makes it easier. So attaching that all the way around,
Perfect.
slightly off. There we go. And then we can add this lovely layer in the centre here as our decoration.
It all stacks up so nicely together, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Especially just having a little, like quite a bit of white with the pink. I think it does really set it off. And then just that touch of grey in there. So then we're just layering that into the centre there. And then that can go onto our card once we get to the end of it. And we're going to add on a friendship, the recipe of a friendship even. So we're just going to stamp that out. So just using a little bit of white cardstock, and we're just picking that up just using a grey ink. So the recipe of friendship is 3 teaspoons of laughter, a warm glass of fun, 2 teaspoons of trust with 1 cup of understanding, and a handful of encouragement sprinkled with a million memories.
Aww.
So then I've just cut that out, just using my paper trimmer, just to make it into a slightly smaller version for on the card front there. And then I've got a panel of grey just to attach it to, just so it lifts it off a little bit. And we'll just glue that in place.
Trudy's just bought the Messy Flowers die set, and she says she's also bought the set of the 3 mini MDFs.
Oh,
They're
lovely.
Always popular, the MDF sets. I must say hi to Marnie, who's joined us, saying, hello everyone, I love Dreamees. I made the guitar for my nephew when they were on last year. He loved it. It wasn't last year as we discussed, it was 3 years ago. I literally
Where's
can't believe
the time gone?
3 years.
Can't believe it. But when we came back, nothing's changed.
No, it hasn't, is it?
And literally, there's a different desk. That's about it.
Is that all that's changed out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The desk.
Still
it's all the same people as well, which is lovely. You come back and it's like, oh, I remember your face.
Yeah.
It's nice to work with the same people again.
So, I mean, once you come in the doors here, you can never leave.
Right, so I've just attached my recipe of a friendship. We've just gone off there so that we can add all our flowers around the edge. I'm just checking, yeah, that's about straight. I'm not usually very good at keeping it straight. It's usually a bit wonky when I'm doing that.
We like a bit of wonky.
It's trying to keep my head out of the overhead, and then before I know it, it's like it's a proper angle. So we're just using a little bit of the grey Sisal. So I think I've still got a bit too much here, so I'm using just a small amount. Again, just giving it a bit of a tidy. You can give it a haircut afterwards if you want. If it's just looking a bit unruly, just give it a haircut.
That's why, again, that Sisal is going to last you a long time, because I see the amount that you're using on each project. I mean, you've got tons in that bag, haven't you?
Yeah, there's 20 grams in each, and it's so lightweight that actually you're not really using much, definitely not much weight-wise.
Yeah.
But not much out of the actual bag either. So just popping that on there, and then I'll trim a little bit off afterwards. But then we're going to use the Messy Flowers again, and I've just die cut these all from that same watercolour pink.
Yeah.
We've got 3 of these, and then I've got two slightly down a size. So all I'm going to do is just use my ball tools just on the reverse, just to give them a little bit of shape. Now you can, if you've not got ball tools, maybe you are just starting out, you can just give them a bit of a move with your fingers and you'll still get a really nice 3D effect with them.
My goodness me, there's been we'll show these in a minute, Hayley, but we've had so many pictures come in.
Oh, amazing.
Of makes that people have done with Dreamees projects.
Well, we were here for like a good few years doing shows, which was amazing. It's so nice to be back.
I mean, I am old. But, so you were here for a couple of years?
Yeah, I
I
can't remember what year we started. I don't know if it might have been 2020, because when were you still in the shed?
We moved into here. I can remember that. He says he can remember the date. Trying to remember the date. It was the 16th of December 2021 was the first show in here.
Yeah, so maybe then we joined you in the November, just before you moved into this studio.
No, rubbish. It wasn't 2021. Sorry. No, you're not
No,
rubbish.
you did not.
It was 2020 we moved in here. Because I started here in the September of 2020, and we moved in here by the December. It was 2020 we moved into this studio.
Yeah, so
Because
I
I
think...
moved up here in 2021.
Yeah, so it probably was.
So you never did shows in the shed, did you?
We didn't, no, but I think you did with our products.
With your product?
Yeah, because like all of your experts would demo them for us, like Debbie, Jan.
Yeah.
Obviously the other Debbie as well.
See, and as I say, I just don't remember that at all.
No,
It's
but
weird,
obviously
isn't it?
we didn't come up, so you
No.
wouldn't have seen us up here. Right, so I've just layered up all those flowers, so you can see once you add the different layers in terms of size, if we added even smaller ones in the middle there, you'd really fill that out and it'd look gorgeous. So we've just layered up 3 large and 2 slightly smaller, and then I've got 3 of the same one we've used in the centre there as separate flowers, and 2 slightly smaller again. And we're just going to arrange these just around the edge here. So we're going to go for the large one, and then these 2 either side.
Beautiful.
And then the 2 little ones as well.
I feel like a lot of people are going to be buying this size on that because it really does add, like just to sort of frame those florals as well. It works really nice as like a foliage underneath, doesn't it?
That's it. If you've not got any leaves to hand or anything like that, like we saw using the messy flowers as leaves as well, but then you can just trim it off and make it look really quite spiky and just make it a bit more shapely, because once you stick it on, it's kind of like, oh, that can look a little bit of a mess. But if you give it a bit of a trim, you can easily make it look as if it's meant to be there.
I like that. Pop it there and then give it a haircut.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then I'm just going to attach this then to the bottom half of my easel here, just where below the crease. So I'll pop the glue onto here.
As Susie said as well, you mean you could pop your pearls in the centre of those flowers if you wanted to, couldn't you?
We're gonna.
Ah! Oh, look at this.
I think the white ones with this, especially because we've got so much white on there, it'll look really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go, I think we'll go for an 8mm.
So you've got, what is it, 4mm up to 12mm in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2 6mm. Now, if you have got one of the trays for the diamond art, if you pour some pearls into that and shake them, they all go the right way up. So you don't actually have to do this fiddly part of turning them all the right way like I am. So then we're just going to add in our glue. So a good little squirt in there.
Another 2 of the MDF kits have gone. Melanie's bought those. Also the recipe stamp collection. If you want me to read any of the recipes out, by the way, I'm happy to do that for you. You know, being a voiceover artist, it's what I do. So feel free if you want me to read any of them out. I'm very happy to do that for you. And also thank you to Carol, who says, I placed a quick order. I really love the big dies and the versatility they bring. She says, okay, honest, I wasn't going to order, but you all know me, I order everything. I may now have to go back and order the pink papers, says Carol. There's lots to love about this show, there really is. Something for everybody as well.
So just pop in then some pearls just on that little piece there that's our stopper. And then we can stand that up, and there we go.
That is beautiful. Oh, I think we have, hang on, we're back. Had a little crash there for a second. Our system couldn't handle the beauty of that project, that's what it was. That is incredible, Hayley.
It's so pretty, isn't it? I think the pink just really does just make it look so nice. And then that Sisal as well, just in the background. It's not really something you necessarily notice, but then you go, oh, I can see that now, and it does just set it off a little bit.
Wow. Hi to Stephanie, says, hello everyone from Farmingdale, New Jersey. It's a beautiful day, so outside with the pup trying to catch some of the show with Luna. Of course, you're pup sitting, aren't you, Stephanie? Thanks for sending that picture in yesterday. We appreciate that. Any pet pictures, you know, we absolutely love. The recipe stamps are so cute, says Imani on YouTube. Amazing cards, says Lakieta. Love the soft colours, says Karen Bernhardt. Yeah, and obviously all of this is available individually in bundles on the show. If you do want to buy everything, of course you can. So very quickly, the recipes then. So you've got the 3 stamp collections and you get 4 recipes on each. And those are the sort of size that you're looking at as far as the size of the stamps are concerned. Oh, hang on a minute, we are having slight technical issues here. Let me move that for you. There you go. So that's the size of the stamps you're getting. This first one has got recipe of a colourist, recipe of a sewist, recipe of a knitter, and recipe of a paper crafter. Do you want me to just read one or? Chantal wants me to read them all in different voices. Recipe of a colourist. I can't do them in different voices. A pile of printed digital images, 6 tiers of alcohol pens, 100 sheets of smooth paper, at least 50 stamps, an ink pad, or 10, and in a stamping platform on a day with nothing to do to give hours of relaxation. Yeah. That's the recipe of a colourist. Recipe of a sewist. 1 large sewing machine with 10 bobbins of cotton. A packet of sewing needles, 2 pin cushions full of pins, thimbles, threads, 5 meters of fabric, and a lifetime of satisfaction.
You make them sound so much better in those voices as well.
I think I'm ruining them, to be honest. Recipe of a knitter. I don't know what to do now. Homer Simpson. 3 baskets of wool in lots of different colours. A trusty pair of knitting needles with plenty of sizes to hand. 3 bundles of patterns to choose from with a stitch counter to help to give hours of knitting bliss. Knitting bliss. And then the recipe for paper crafter. I'll not do them all in voices, so I'm running out now. Sean Connery, you want? Okay. Recipe for paper crafter. A few thousand sheets of cardstock, 20 magnetic sheets filled with dyes, and at least 5 boxes full of stamps and ink. Scissors, tweezers, lace, pearls and glue, glitter, embossing powder and bows. Makes endless hours of crafting fun. Oh yes. So that's the first set. The next set is all of your family members. So recipe of a brother, a cup of respect and a pint of patience with a sprinkling of trust. I'm getting booed now. Fun, support and generosity, finished with a helping of love. Recipe of a sister, a spoonful of kindness with an ounce of understanding, a helping of sharing secrets with a side of friendship, a sprinkling of empathy, topped with a sprig of fun. The recipe of a mum is an ounce of inspiration, creativity and patience, a spoonful of admiration with a cup of love, finally sprinkled with friendship. And the recipe of a dad, an ounce of quality tact, a jug or 2 of protection, a spoonful of support, with a dash of loyalty, topped with an unconditional love. That's Roger Moore. And then the last set is recipe of love, friendship, birthday, crafter. So the recipe of love is a handful of honesty with 3 helpings of laughter, 2 teaspoons of adoration, a pinch of romance, dusted with understanding and a lifetime of happiness. The recipe of friendship is 3 teaspoons of laughter, a warm glass of fun, 2 teaspoons of trust with 1 cup of understanding and a handful of encouragement, sprinkled with a million memories. That's cute. Recipe of a birthday is a handful of family and 4 helpings of birthday cake, 1 large cup of cards, a pinch of presents on the side, and a shower of appreciation. And the recipe of a crafter, a shelf of glitters and powders, 4 drawers of special card with a tub of offcuts to the side, 5 binders or so of dies and stamps, 3 jars of butterflies, brads and bows with a 10-inch square to work in. Cute! That is all of your sentiments within the set, or the recipes I should say. £37 and 2p or 51.27. Ben, you are making me cry with laughter, says Alexandra. Woohoo, well done, Ben, says Chantel. Nicely done. You are too funny, Ben. Your voices make me want them more, says Laurie. Well, I mean, you asked, I will do. I've got plenty more bad impressions up my sleeve. Let's have a look at some of these pictures, though. There are tons here. You'll have to excuse me because I've got to go right back. So Carol, at first, has sent in some pictures. So these are that's the crate, isn't it, already?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's really pretty.
That's the great thing as well, isn't it? Because obviously we can buy your papers today, but choose whatever papers you want to work with to decorate them up.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe you got the ones that were on yesterday with the Rick-Rack dies.
Oh, yes.
That would look really nice, the cardstock.
This is from... Oh, this is from Shazza. This is a picture of the Dreamees MDF guitar. I took it to Australia and my daughter made it for her partner. It is pride of place. I remember this guitar. Look at that. Pride of place in their home.
That looks like a real guitar. Or a ukulele.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, it's such a nice kit, that one. Jimmy really did outdo it himself, with that one.
What else have we got here? Let's show a few more. So Anna Atkinson, absolutely love Dreamees. So glad they are back on CTV. And this is I mean, how beautiful is this? So that's the guitar again. That one just decorated up.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And again, you can put your own sort of twist and style on all of these. And of course, this time around, we've obviously got that beautiful crate, the watering can. I remember this one. So this is from Karen. She says, hi, I made these for a therapist in the hospice where my mum passed away. She says, I also made with Dreamees papers, made these a few weeks ago. So I remember this little picture here, if I just get that one up. The
the flower car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's one of my favourite kits, that one.
So cute. So there's that one. And then she also sent in this picture here. That one there, she decorated that.
Oh, yeah. One of the hexagon frames, yeah. And that looks like this paper pad as well.
Yeah.
Pickled pink.
There's loads. I'll just show a few more. Oh, this one we've got to show. So this is from Evelyn. She says, pumpkin, ghost and gravestone decorated with help from the grandkids. And this is what it's about, isn't it? Like having fun yourself, but how great to get the kids involved.
Yeah, I remember the Halloween bundle we did.
You can understand why the kids wanted to have a go with that, can't you?
Yeah.
So much fun. And I think, oh, there's a few more here. So this is from Joanna in Yeovil. I'll tell you what I'll do. If I just expand that one a bit. So Joanna has been busy. Look at that. All those.
Oh, yeah, they're gorgeous.
Absolutely brilliant, Joanna. Absolutely love those. And I think, oh, there's one more here. So this is another few of my Dreamees card makes. I mean, that is spectacular. Last one for now.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the card creator dies that we were
is that
asked
what it
about.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get those back here, please. Thank you very much. Well done, everyone. Thank you for sending in all your pictures. We really, really appreciate seeing what you've made, and we really, really love it. When you send in your messages as well. Thank you, Ben, says Jeannie. I went to sip my coffee and you started with your voices. Coffee is now all over my desk. Because I was laughing so much. Well, we're here to make you happy. We're here to bring you brilliant products. We're going to have a look at the MDF. What I will show you, if I just show you the finished sort of samples here, because this is what you want to see, isn't it? So if you buy the MDF set, if you like, these are the three items that you're going to be able to make. The cutest of cute little watering cans. You've got the amazing crate as well. Amazing crate. How sweet the crate. And then you've also got, this is brilliant, and it's got a little door that opens as well, look. He says, oh, is that one stuck? Oh no, it's the little tag there. Does that pop up? There we go. Whoop. Look at that.
I'll pop you the other one on there as well, Ben. It lights up.
Ah! Can we turn the lights down or not? Turn the lights down. Look at that! So this is what you were talking about earlier, just buying those little, I know you said MDF lights, but I don't mean MDF at all, little LEDs.
Yeah, little like naked wire lights.
Yeah. That is so cute. And with each set you can make one lantern, one of the crates, and then one of your fantastic watering cans as well. So $20.97 or $28.99. And just to show you, they're not the most interesting thing to look at this, but this is how they come. Just like on these boards, pre-cut, and it's as simple as if you've ever used any of our like die-cut topper sheets, it's just like that, but in MDF. So it's all cut, all done. You're simply going to pop these out of the boards and then get crating. Before you do that as well, by the way, what you're going to do is this. Smells amazing.
It does smell good.
But yes, the three boards, and you get all of the instructions as well. But what I would say is, come back and watch this show, and certainly watch them earlier, because you did the watering can earlier, didn't you?
Yep.
We've done the crate.
We have, yeah.
And now we are about to see the lantern. So yeah, let's get over to you and see how it fits together.
Course. Right, so I've popped all my pieces out of the sheet. I've got the carrier sheet here, so you'll be able to see literally where all the pieces came out of. And then we've also got a couple of little heart embellishments in there as well. So if you did want to use those to embellish, you can do. Pop them on cards, anything like that as well. So instructions obviously make this really clear, but all you really want to do is make sure that your little circles are in the same position. So this is your base and this is your lid. So what we're going to do then is just construct all of the side panels. So you've just got 5 windows and then 1 door. So in fact, I'll just show you as well. For the one we just saw with the lighting, I just used a little bit of vellum. So all I do is just pop this behind the window there. So if we just trim that a little bit shorter,
yeah,
then we can pop a little dab of glue just up the center and the sides. And then that is just going to add a little bit of the vellum just onto the back of there. So then if you did want to pop lights in, or you just wanted to make it a little bit more frosted, obviously you've got that effect with that panel there. So glue these in place as you're popping them in. Just for ease, we're just going to pop them in as we go.
Yeah.
And then all you're going to do is just line up these top panels.
As you just touched on there as well, for those people who buy vellum and never know what to do with it, like these lanterns are perfect, aren't they?
If you think of all your patterned vellums as well, and if you've got coloured vellum, the lights are just going to shine that pattern through so easily. So there you can see you've got the start of your lantern coming together. And then those little holes that I just mentioned at the top and bottom is for your hinged door.
Yeah.
So you're just going to slot that in, make sure you've got your pieces in, and then that makes your little door that opens and closes.
Perfect.
And then you've got your little, we call it a mushroom piece.
Yeah, that's a good description of it. Yeah.
So then that means it won't fly open if you hang it or anything like that. And then literally on the top as well, you're going to do the same thing. So you've got these tiny little pieces, just all the same this time, and they're just going to pop in, and you've got your little hexagon then to go on the top as well.
Just to say, I know we showed you the light up lantern, and it's Sensational Sky's getting very excited about these lanterns. You will have to buy the little light separate. It doesn't come with the lights, but you can pick them up inexpensively.
Do you guys do lights?
I want to say we used to.
I'm going to say we do. I'll bring them next time.
There you go. Next time.
Next time.
With the doll's house.
I know.
With the dyes. And what was the other thing? Oh, the coloured foam pads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep adding to the list, guys. Susie T's keeping a list for us. Superstar Susie. Yeah, write that one down, Susie. Thank you. You'll be walking out with like a list as long as you're out.
I know.
Going, I'm never coming back here again.
So then just to get all these pieces in, I'm just using my pokey tool because Jimmy's actually popped little holes in there so that you can just give them a little move about really easily just with your pokey tool just to get the little tabs in place. And then we can just make sure they go slot in perfectly.
How long does it take Jimmy to come up with the design to then make these, if you know what I mean? Because you made it so easy for everybody to create something which looks so amazing. Does it take him a long time to do it?
Not really.
Oh.
It's funny, we were driving around, obviously we stayed in a hotel here last night, and he was like, oh, that's where Crafters is. And I was like, how do you remember these places? Because he was just like, oh, it's down there, isn't it? I was like, look at the road name. Oh yeah, I think it is. Oh, that's their warehouse, that's this. And I was like, you've got such a photographic memory, and I think that's what it is. You know, he sees it in his mind, and he just goes, right, this is how it works, blah, blah, blah. And most of the time, it's first time as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it just fits together. But yeah, I can't design 3D things, so this is all Jimmy. But then you can see we've got all those little pieces in, and then we've just got our little hanging piece at the top. Oh, I've just moved it. But then once it's all stuck together, make sure you glue it, obviously, and then this is what we're going to then start to decorate.
Oh, wow.
So I've covered it in the tickled pink papers. So in the same way as I did before, covering over those tabs. So if you do that, I would suggest you work from the top up and then flip it the right way up, because obviously you're going to see your tabs on the underside of these panels there, but I've actually covered over these on the top. So I just find it a little bit easier, work from the top up, and then you can cover over it. So then we've got that gorgeous vellum on there, and obviously you can see the door opens, and we've got we can add lights in there or whatever, and then I've got my little mushroom piece. So then we're just going to add some of the pink Sisal this time.
Yeah.
So I'm just breaking that up again, not using much at all. And we're just going to place that just around I think we're going to go for around the top here, and then a couple of little bits on the side where we're going to add some flowers. So just going to take that little bit and then a little bit of hot glue.
Rhonda's just said good morning to Ben, Hayley and team. She says, and all my creative friends from Oak Park, Chicago. And Jeannie says, I'm so happy to see Hayley back.
Aww.
Love seeing different crafts and different ways that other people use their crafty tips that they share with us.
Aw, yeah, it is nice, isn't it? Just there's so much variety then, because we all craft slightly differently.
Yeah. I love all the personalities as well. As I said to you before, I don't just say this because you're here, but when I was at that, don't laugh. When we were at that other place together, you know, back in that time before, I always used to say that, you know, as a presenter there, I used to love working with the Crafters Companion crew. It was the Hunky Dory gang I'd always look forward to working with. Keith, always, and you guys as well.
Last on the list.
No, wow, no. But you know what I mean? So it's great for me because I get to work with, like, you know, the very best in the business, as well as, you know, our guys too. So it's brilliant. And you all bring something a little bit different. As
yeah,
you're saying. It's
that's
all like different craft, yeah?
Yeah, we're only joking.
Yeah.
He loves me, really.
Of course we are. Of course I do. It's like how I joke about Keith, I've got him to contend with. Is that tomorrow? It is, isn't it? Oh, no. I've only just recovered from last week.
Oh, bless him.
I'm inviting him back 2 weeks on the trot.
He's such a ball of energy.
I like to think I'm quite full of energy and enthusiastic, but he's like on a different planet, that man, I tell you.
He is. He's lovely.
Oh, dear.
Right, so we've just added then some Sisal on the top there, and then I've just gone for the 2 sides here. And I think I might pop some up the middle, but we'll see how we go with what flowers I've got.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to create some white ones of the messy flowers. So I've just got a few that I've already die cut out. So we're just going to separate these out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it looks like I've been a bit heavy-handed and lost a petal there, but do you know what? Even if you have, these sort of flowers, it doesn't really matter because you've got so many petals on there that it just fills out anyway.
Yeah.
So just giving them a little bit of a shape with my fingers, and then we can layer those up. And then I've got some that I've already done in the pink, and then I've done a bit of silver mirror board as well. So just pop in the white ones, overlapping each other again, and layering up 4 of these.
Stephen, another one of our regular viewers, also saying, can you bring back plenty of MDF and the trifold pop-up card creator die set, please, the next time you come?
Yes, I'll make sure. It might not be, we'll see if it's next time. I'm not sure if we've got stock of everything, but if not, then it'll definitely be coming soon.
It'll be like the show will be entitled like Craft House, Dreamees Viewers Requests.
This is providing they ask us back.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. There's us assuming you're coming back.
Yeah, we have got a date for May.
Yes.
I don't know if it's penciled at the moment. There might be a bit of change, but we should be back in May.
Just to say, we had this conversation earlier, I have got a week booked off at the end of May. So if you come at the end of May and I'm not here, that is the genuine reason. So come before that, please.
I'm going to avoid that week.
Yeah.
No, I love George as well. Would it be George?
I don't know actually. It'll be.
Oh yeah, but your experts do presenting now as well, don't
Yeah,
they?
so you could have
get
one
on
of
with
the
everyone.
Debbies or Craig. Just depends how your luck is, really.
Right, so then I'm just going to add the white flower just into, I think I'm going to go for the middle here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pop a pink one either side. So go for popping that onto there. Then I've just got some pink spotty ones that I've just made in the same way. And we're popping them either side of this white one here. And then we're just going to add the 3 little ones just onto the bottom. Oh, I should have stuck that a little bit further around. It's slightly off centre now, but it'll be fine. So we're just going to then add the little spotty ones just onto these 2 little bits of Sisal and then some silver ones as well. And I think we might trail some up the door.
Yeah.
So bringing in a little bit of silver, especially with this paper pad, I do really like it. So just popping them on there, and I've used the really tiny ones as well, because in that die collection, you do get lots of little ones that really do fill out your arrangements if you want them to.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 dies, isn't there?
Yeah, it is.
In that floral set.
So then, again on this side, just pop in that one in the middle.
It's very pretty. This looks. We were looking yesterday. People were sending us pictures of their craft rooms, and some of our viewers had like little craft sheds at the bottom of the garden. This sort of looks a little bit like that, I think. Do you know what I mean? It could almost be like a little crafty, like a little she shed at the bottom of the garden.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Very cute.
Oh, do you know if you've got a groom and bride and you didn't put any vellum in, you could stand the little silhouettes inside it, and it'd be like a little
Oh, yeah.
I want to say like a gazebo. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that idea.
So then, yeah, I think we'll just trail a few up this front panel here. So I've just got a few little silver ones as well. So I've got some single ones, but then I've got a couple that are layered up as well. So we'll just use the ball tool just to give them a bit of shape. And I think we'll just trail them along.
Louise has just said, it's the first time I've seen Hayley, and I am loving all of the crafts today.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Louise. And hi to Jeffrey, who's just joined us, saying a joyous Tuesday to Ben and Hayley and the magnificent and fabulous CTV crew.
Aww.
Only got 40 minutes left. I don't know where the day's gone. Very busy across the board, and we'll give you a chance to get checked out after we've finished this demo. Buy the Show's popular. I know the MDF proved really popular as well. That Sisal you're loving. I mean, it's all disappearing, to be honest with you.
So I'm just then going to pop in some of my 4mm white pearls. So just flipping those over, and we're just going to pop them in the middle of these silver flowers. and then into the ones that are on the base as well. And on the lid, oh, in fact, we'll go for slightly bigger ones in that because we've got bigger flowers. So I'm just using my pearl pickup tool. I'm using the white at the moment, but obviously use any different colour there. It's definitely well loved, this one. It's been through my hot glue more times than a little, so I've got trailing bits of that all on it. Some of my tools are definitely well loved.
And so they should be.
It's shameful at points. You know, I'll bring out my Crafter's Companion hot glue gun and it's like, yeah, you can tell I use it. And then we'll just go for some 5mm, just in those pink ones, and then a 6mm in our large white one as well. So dab in a little bit of glue.
There's only 13 Buy The Shows available, by the way, now.
Oh, wow.
So if you are dead set on getting everything, then I would be checking out the next opportunity, which would give you in the next sort of 5 minutes or so.
And then just the last couple, just in the little pink ones on there, and then there we go.
That's so cute.
And then if it did have little lights in or something, I mean, even without the vellum, it looks really nice. Just paint on the inside as well, and then you won't see any of the wood. But even if you do just like the wood, you could just literally like PVA glue it or seal it. And if you do seal it and you want to put it outside, that'll be fine as well.
Do you know what? I'm so glad you said that, because earlier on when you were showing us the watering can, I thought how nice would they be, like in a little rockery or something like that in the garden.
I was thinking Father's Day coming up as well. You know, if you did it in like a green or something like that, like a proper typical watering can.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice. Maybe some grass around the bottom or something.
I love that. So you could, so you just seal it, yeah, to put it outside?
Yeah, if you use Mod Podge or a PVA coating on it, yeah, that'd be fine.
You could put a pearl on as a faux door handle as well, says Chantal.
You could, yes, especially one of the big ones, because the little arch is kind of probably about 12mm size.
Rhonda says, I bought a load of Dreamees teapots the last time Hayley was on.
Ah, the art boards, yes.
She says, I sold many of them and still have about 10 left to do. I used Crafter's Companion paper to cover them and they turned out lovely.
Oh, that's great.
Karen says, this is the first time I've seen Hayley in Dreamees. I'm falling in love with them.
Oh, thank you.
Karen says, it's so nice of Crafter's Companion to have guest crafters on. We love it. And honestly, like from my point of view as well, it's great, you know, because I'm obviously here every day. And don't get me wrong, this is going to sound weird now. I wish I hadn't started saying this.
Stop while you're ahead.
I love working with our guys and I love our products, but it is nice, isn't it, to see different things when you're here every day. You know what I'm trying to say?
But also, like, you guys don't do MDF either. So if we bring lots of MDF, it is a completely different craft, isn't it?
That's exactly what I should have just said then, Hayley, instead of what I just
That's why I'm here. Dig you out of the hole.
said. Thank you. Just a question as well. Obviously, if you're in the US today, you know, we're obviously shipping to you. A few people asking whether or not, they're asking about your website. Do you ship to the US as well from your website or not?
We do, but it's quite expensive.
Right.
So you're much better off
Shopping
going through
with us.
Crafters TV. And that's why if you ask what you want, we can bring it and then you can get it through here.
That is the thing to do, right? Let's keep Jimmy and Hayley busy. So next time they're here in May, if you message them, right, in between times and go, can you bring this, and this, they'll have to drive an even bigger van than they normally do up here, and then we can bring it all to you, and we can deal with like shipping it to the US for you. So that is the thing to do. See what you like, and then we can obviously liaise and get it onto Crafters TV. And just again, we're going to go for a break. Laurie's just asked, she says, I know this has probably been answered already, but is Sisal like threads for decorating, she says?
Ooh, I don't know. It's actually hemp.
Yeah.
The plant, and it's obviously like shredded, and the natural is obviously
to it, hasn't it?
It's got what? Sorry.
Like, is it quite a coarse feel to it?
Yeah, yeah, it's quite a rough. If you imagine, yeah, I suppose like if you were sewing and you think of like your bobbins,
yeah,
it's maybe a bit coarser than the thread you would use on that, and then yeah, it's quite rough textured, and it's just a nice, like we've said, a base for things. And if you did want to maybe put it in with a bit of glue or gesso or something, you probably could make almost like handmade paper sort of effect on some of your MDF projects.
Yeah. I think all the things you've seen Hayley using it for today is all the things that you'll use it for. I know that sounds silly to say, but you know, like decorating, so like for the inside of your cans and like, you know, decorating here on like the crate. Nice as well as, again, she's just demonstrated to use. You know, sometimes when you make your bouquets on your projects, so your 3D floral bouquets, and you use a lot of like die-cut foliage, you can use Sisal there as well. And like you were saying, things for like, you know, Easter, for example, like an Easter basket.
Yeah, if you're making a hamper or something.
Yes.
And actually, you are right. It is used a lot in floral arrangements.
Yeah.
So, you know, like if you think about around the bottom of a flower sometimes, or arrangement sometimes, it's like a thick, almost creamy, like woven sort of thing. It's that, but broken down. So it's a really nice product to use.
And just quickly, we are going for a break, just in case you didn't see all the colours.
We are.
So, we are. So you've got all of these colours. This is the bundle, 20 grams of Sisal in each of the different colours. And so you kind of really have colours for all sorts of occasions. You kind of like go through all of the different seasons as well. If you want your more sort of generic colours in here, you've got those as well. So 9 different colours, 20 grams of each. And when you've seen just how little that Hayley's used on her projects, that a little Sisal goes a very, very long way indeed. So 9 packets in total for $19.99 or $26.99. But again, for 13 people and no more than 13 people, you can buy all of that within the Shop the Show bundle as well. We are going to take a short break. If there's anything that you want to see, please ask. If you want to flick through of the paper pads, please ask. If you want me to read the sentiments again, please ask. If you want any funny voices, please ask. If you want to see everything laid it all out, please ask. We've got half an hour, so let's make it your half hour. What do you want to see? What do you want to know? What do you want us to show? Let's get you to the checkout. So, and very, very importantly, if you are going to buy that show, there's 13 opportunities left. Get that checked out now, and we will come back in just a few moments' time for more fun with the Dreamees. We'll see you in a moment.
The instruction and inspiration is mind-blowing.
The inspiration, the products to make our own and make it our own.
I get so much inspiration and tips and tricks from everyone there at Crafters Companion.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
I like to watch Crafters TV as often as I'm free, and I always get new ideas each time, and it certainly helps kickstart my mojo.
That is why I love Crafters Companion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before.
I wouldn't be the crafter I am today without Crafters TV, so thank you.
Hi, it's Jay Pressey from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Why I love Crafters TV. Simply put, your skibbity riz, as Ben, #lead presenter, apparently usually says. The quality of the products are phenomenal. Value for money is exceptional. The instruction and inspiration is mind-blowing. And you know you're always going to get a laugh. And if you see the 2 guys in the back here, that's why I really love Crafters TV. I am very happy and fortunate to be part of the CTV family. Toodles!
There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at Craft Wars to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite putty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.
Not seen that one in ages. Hi Ben and hello Hayley, says Amanda Hubbard. Wow, this is different for us to watch. It is, isn't it? Different styles of crafting, different goodies. What I will say is if you want anything left on the show, across the board, there is nothing more than 40 in stock of anything. So that's about the most that you've got left of anything left on the show, 40. So I would shop fairly quickly if I were you, if you want to grab any of the items. Thank you for the Sisal answer, says Laurie Hemp. Great description. And so many colours, oh my. Loving all the MDF, says Sherry Burns. And Laurie says, I know what you mean, Ben, because I'm here every day with you. Lol. Yeah, I apologise that I'm here for 5 hours every day. At least you get a bit of change with the crafters that are on, but yeah, if you don't like me, you're stuffed, aren't you, really? Thank you also to Pamela, says, this really is another fascinating craft to get into. Absolutely gorgeous craft items to make. My first show, and it won't be my last. I think the great thing is, as well, as Hayley's brilliantly demonstrated, is that I always say this, but you look at the finished samples and you go, like with the MDF, you go, oh, there's no way I could do that. Do you know what I mean? It looks so brilliant. And you go, oh, I can't do it. But you've made it look so easy, which it is, and that is the point here. Ginny says, the best song, my favourite song, says Tammy. And Laurie says, that is my favourite that you have done, Ben. Thank you, Laurie. And yes, everyone, thank you for the comments. I have had my haircut this morning. A lot of people said they like my new haircut. I thought it was a bit too short, but there we go. It will grow back, won't it? Lisa, all right, Nicola. I just at least got rid of all the greys. I had loads of grey wispy bits hanging out the side of my head. I'm nearly 50. Right, very quickly, I want to show you these paper pads again because Hayley's going to be doing another demo with the papers in just a second. So you get 3 8x8 paper pads in this collection. This one here is the beautiful Spring Blues. What's so lovely about these again is that they are 8x8 in size, which you don't see a lot with us. So we're mainly 12x12 and 6x6s. Double-sided, so I love this one because I love a hydrangea. I absolutely love the hydrangeas and love, of course, all the beautiful blues in here as well. I think you said this earlier on, but actually a nice collection if you want to kind of do florals for a guy. I feel like this is a set that would work nicely for men's cards. Yeah, definitely. The pastel blue is really nice, but also you get so many just basic papers in there, like your spots, your stripes. To call them basic is probably a bit underwhelming, isn't it? Because they're not basic at all, but they are just generic is probably a better word. So you can use your ginghams, your spots, your stripes and that across the board for male, female, whatever you want to do. Kids cards, anything like that. And what's really nice as well is if you want to add to these, they're all on uncoated papers as well. So you can stamp on these, you can take your inks to these, stencils onto these as well if you want to do that. Spring Blues, 48 sheets. You are getting, how many is it? 8 designs. Thank you. 6 of each. 8 designs, 6 of each. Just had a slight malfunction there for a second. Does anyone else ever do that? Where you just for a second, the brain just goes. Yeah. Getting old. Next up is the striking posies. Nearly happened again there. So again, beautiful florals here, and again you've got that combination of stunning floral designs with the pattern on the reverse. So again, it affords you loads of opportunity if you like to sort of do your mats and layers to have it all in one pad there to make it nice and easy for you to layer up all those different elements. I really love this paper here. I'm really drawn to this one.
Yeah, that's a really
Stunning
nice
design.
one. Yeah, and you get the same sort of pattern in like a purpley tone as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And then again, beautiful florals here, spots and dots on the reverse. You're getting 48 sheets in there, so that is 96 sheets in total. That one, of course, is your beautiful striking posies. And then this one here, which you've seen through the show, it's actually this pad here, which decorated up that beautiful crate. It is the tickled pink. And again here, all these beautiful designs, 48 sheets in total. You know, as much as I'm a bloke and I should like the blues, I'm with you, I think. I think that this pink pad, I think, is my favourite of the lot that you brought, actually.
Yeah, it's not a garish pink or anything, is it? It's just really nice, subtle and easy to use, especially if you do bring in your silver mirror board, a bit of grey card, even if just a bit of grey ink on the edges. It's really nice. And the price is brilliant on this again, you know, 144 sheets in total you're getting here, 120 GSM, and effectively it's 144 sheets across the 3 different paper pads, and you're only paying £37. £37 2p, $51, 27 if you want to jump in. But as I say, across the board on this show, less than 40 of everything left, and we are down to around about, I think, 10 or so of the Buy The Shows available. So now is the time to be making your mind up. Now is the time as well to get any more questions in that you've got, anything you want to ask, anything you want to see, then feel free. Just as we come back to you, I know you're going to show us another demo. Andy has just asked, Ben, please can you ask Hayley, do we need glue for our MDF projects? I would say so, yes, unless, I mean, the fit is, it's not really tight, but it's not really sloppy either, so it's kind of like you probably will want the glue to just hold it in place. You may get away with it maybe with the crate if you do want to dismantle it, but especially for all the little pieces of the watering can and lantern, I'd say, yeah, you probably do need glue for those.
Excellent. Any more questions? Fire them in. And Laurie says, Ben, nearly 50, you're still a young gun. I'm actually, no, I'm nearly 46, but feel 50. Anyway, let's get going. What are we doing for the final demo? Are we doing a card?
Yes, we are. So I'm actually using the Lavish Oval on this, but we've ran this through before, so I thought I'd run through the Lavish label so you can see how that one cuts. So I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna shim this one just because there's so much detail. You probably don't need to, but we will see, just so that I don't have to run it through a second time. But if you do, I tend to just rotate it round, and then you'll get a different pressure to then cut that through. This is quite thick cardstock, so just make sure that you don't put too much through your machine and don't break it.
Oh, yes.
I've heard.
And the crazy thing is, Hayley, they've asked him back.
I know.
If you know, you know. If you're watching, Smithy. Hey? That's coming off your show fee.
Right, so I've just got all of these pieces. If you ran it through a second time, you'll see they're all popped through. But if you run it through a second time, these will then all just come away with your dye, and then you can just clean your dye.
Mm-hmm.
You can see they've all popped through, and obviously you've got that gorgeous detail of these. I think I've got one in blue that is already pre-cut, just so you can see how nice it looks.
You can use your dye brush on that as well, can't you?
Yes, exactly. Oh, it's in white, sorry, that's
Okay.
what was in my other demo. So you can see, you get all those pieces out. Like I say, run it through a second time and then all those pieces just pop straight out.
Yeah, yeah.
But just for speed, I wasn't going to run it through a second time because they have all cut. You can see the cut lines on the reverse. So you will just be able to pop those through. But super nice die cut, that one. So then what I'm actually using, like I say, is I'm using the Lavish Oval. So I've done that one in the navy as well. And again, just pop of white behind because you can see all that detail. It really does set it off. I love this die set. So just grabbing a little bit of scrap just to use my dotty tape pen on the reverse of. So we'll just add lots of that just on the reverse there, and then we're going to stick that onto this oval here. So I've trimmed this off on one side because we're going to butt it up to the edge. So then on our actual card, it's going to go on this edge here, and it's going to look really nice. So obviously change it up a little bit if you want to do something a little bit different. So then we've got our card base and our navy cardstock there.
And this is what's so nice about your papers again. And I said to you before, like I do a little bit of crafting now, actually. I like to have a bit of a go and you know, I'm not afraid to sort of have a go and follow our guys, but what I get stuck with is kind of like colours and what works with what. But when you do paper pads like this, it's really easy, isn't it? Because you know the pattern's going to work perfectly with the florals, for example.
It kind of takes the guesswork out of it for you, because everything always matches. And even if you're not, maybe you don't have the exact right colour tone of cardstock or something, you can always throw in mirror board, craft card, black card, white card, obviously, and that most of the time that will work with most paper pads.
What's your favourite thing to do? Do you enjoy MDF crafting more, or are you more of a card maker at heart?
I think I'm more of an MDF crafter, to be honest. Yeah, I originally started with obviously paper crafting, and we have so many paper craft products. Yeah. I think the MDF is just a little bit more unique, I would say, and just something that I do enjoy doing. So then I'm just going to take some foam pads. Now I'm really sorry, these are what everybody was asking about, the coloured foam pads.
Oh, you tease you. They're coming in May though, everybody, remember? Coming in May. Hayley's going away with that big list.
So just popping that down.
I've not seen those before. So do you do those in all sorts of different colours?
We've done pink, lilac, and then we had white with them as well. But yeah, we're going to get lots of different colours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those will be very, very popular with our crafters.
So then we're going to have To Someone Special on here. So I'm just going to pop this to the side. And again, we're going to add some flowers around here. And then I think we'll go for some white pearls on this. But I just thought I'd show you. I don't know if... I think to Someone Special is probably a good sentiment for this. But then I was debating using the Especially For You. But we can just see they're so easy to stamp out, these sentiments. And just really handy just to have in your stash. So obviously then I'd trim that, it's not quite straight, trim that straight, and maybe even into a flag if you wanted to pop it from this side and have a little flag element on there. So we're going to create, again, some of those messy flowers with the white that I've got there, just because I wanted to just have a little bit more of a bold colour. I didn't think the navy was, I thought it would kind of blend in, so we've gone for a white on the side there. Can we, if we've got flower forming foam, these will work with that as well, yeah? Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. So just giving these a bit of a move with my fingers there, and then we can just layer those up again. Does Jimmy do any crafting? He does a little bit of painting of the MDF. Yeah. He's not really got into the papercraft side yet. Right, okay, you're still working on him. Yeah, I think he will. It's just he's so busy doing the MDF all the time. And then when he does finally get a bit of a time off, he just wants, well, he actually gets a bit of time to do some gaming. Okay, because this is the thing, right? If you have just joined us, obviously Hayley and Jimmy, the Dreamees, I mean, you guys pretty much do everything, don't you, within the company? Yeah, literally everything. So it must be like non-stop every day, right? Yeah, even down to the bookkeeping. We do all of it. The boring stuff too. That's the boring stuff, yeah. So we just layered up that flower then, and then I think I'm going to go for a little bit of the natural Sisal. So if we just pick that up, you can see, really nice, gorgeous. It's kind of like a little bit of a daisy almost. Yeah, I get that. So yeah, you can really fill that out. And then we've got some other flowers in the same design, just different colours. And then I've got a tiny little one as well, just in those darker papers there. So adding this Sisal on again then, we're just going to go around this edge. So again, just giving that a twist in the middle. You don't need too much of it. This is, again, a very small amount of the bag you'll be getting. The Sisal has proved very popular today. I have a feeling that a lot of people might be sort of seeing this in craft for the first time today and now have like latched onto the idea of using this. It's just such a nice, filler's not a great word, but you know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. It's just, it's background noise almost. Yeah. But then it sort of amplifies what you're doing with the flowers now. Yeah. Kind of lifts them almost. Yeah, that's it. And because you pop in lots of flowers over the top, it's not like you need to put loads on there because it's a shame to cover it all up. But obviously the more you spread it out, the more you'll see around the floral arrangement there. So then just add in our last little ones just to the bottom and the top. Rhonda's just messaged, says, I really love Dreamees Paper Pads. I've got several. Oh, thank you. Conrad Cutter says, I've started early with my Christmas cards. I mean, that is early even for craft, isn't it? Yeah. End of April, wow. Is that, do you do Christmas in July here? Yeah. Oh. Jimmy was asking when is he going to have to bring his, or when does he get to bring his Christmas MDF? Add that to the list, Hayley. Yes. Christmas jumpers at the ready. Oh, definitely. Right, so I just wanted to add in some leaves. So I've literally just got some green cardstock and I've just cut myself some rough leaves.
Thank you as well, everybody, for the pictures coming through. We'll do another picture gallery.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. The honey pot. Someone sent in a picture of the honey pot.
Oh, yeah. Did we do that show together?
Hayley, I don't remember what I did last week.
Okay.
I'm nearly 50.
You're miles off 50.
Yeah. It's funny, I do remember little things. Like there's a little teapot here, which I do remember.
Yeah.
And I certainly remember the guitar.
Yeah.
I would say more often than not, if you've been up here, you'll have done the shows with me, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had George a handful of times.
Yeah.
So
that was like back in the day when we were sort of starting at 8 in the morning, wasn't it? And like
I know.
running through all day.
I said to Jimmy when the cafe would be closed because we'd be here till like 7 o'clock at night or sometimes later.
I think we went to at one point we were 8 in the morning till 9 at night, I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, such a long amount of shows in the day.
All those years ago.
Yeah. So just adding in a last few leaves there, just to finish that off. And then I'm going to add in my white pearls. So I think we'll go for a massive one in there because it lends itself to it. So add in this dab of the glue, make sure there's enough in there to catch the pearl. So I think we'll go for a 10 mil in that big one.
Okay.
And then we'll go for 8 mils and then some 6 mils as well.
So again, it's, what is it, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12?
It is, yes.
In size.
And
650 in total.
We'll add a couple of little clusters as well. Because even though I've been putting them mostly in the centres of my flowers, I do like to add them just as little corner embellishments as well.
Yeah.
So if you just add a couple of little clusters where you feel like you need a bit of filler, again, it's quite a low cost embellishment, but it adds that little bit of class to it almost.
Absolutely.
So I think we'll go for our black pickup tool this time. So just going for my large one in there. My glue will dry clear as well, so even if we've got a bit of a splodge, it's fine. Popping them in there, and then I think we'll just go for 3 over here.
Tell you what, one thing you can guarantee today, especially if you bought the Buy The Show, you're going to be making some really outstanding and really pretty projects. All we will make today have been, yeah, I think pretty is the word, really beautiful, really pretty project.
Yeah, pretty is definitely the word, especially all the floral elements of the papers as well.
But again, this project, how the pearls work beautifully with the die cuts, that work beautifully with the papers, it's just, it all just comes together to create, I mean, that's stunning, Hayley.
Yeah,
Amazing.
It's really nice and bold as well, isn't it?
How good is that, everybody? Appreciation, please, in the comments for the makes. It's been a wonderful couple of hours in the craft house. If you missed Wake Up Call as well earlier on this morning, do go back and watch that for the other demo. Rhonda says, I sent in 2 pics of the teapots if Ben wants to show them. I will, Rhonda, shortly. The B one is Dreamees Paper, the other CC. The papers are really pretty, says Lakieta. If you want anything on the show across the board, less than 40 of the individual bundles is what we're looking at here. Probably into single figures now on the Buy The Show as well, so please be quick. We are 8 Buy The Shows left. If you want everything in one click, and we'll try and show you everything before we finish again. 8 people basically, and if you go for the Buy The Show, you save an extra £12 of $14. Beautiful, says Alcia. I love the big pearls that Hayley brings, says Joanna Einan. I need refills of that size. They're available in the white and the black for you as well. We'll go through those in just a second. And Laurie says, I would love to go back and get the teacup and guitar. Will those be available?
I will ask Jimmy.
Supply and demand, I suppose,
I will
isn't
beg
it?
him for you.
Jimmy.
He'll be watching, yeah. We can all beg now.
Yeah. If you all send in begging messages, like, Jimmy, please. He's watching now, and if you say, oh, Jimmy, you're great. Jimmy, we love you.
Yeah, smooth him.
Yeah. Come on, Jimmy. Old buddy, old pal. That kind of thing, you might be able to twist his arm. Right, a few pictures then. So, first up, Faye Smith. Ooh, look at this. Little little signs.
Oh yes, when we did the bee show,
Yeah.
we had a honey pot, we had that sign. I think we had some little embellishments as well. We had a spoonful of honey paper pad.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I might have to bring that range back.
Yeah, honey. Then we've got, this is K Jukes. This is super cute.
Oh yes. Yeah, the basket artboard. Yes, I remember all these. We've still been doing these, obviously, but I forget how much we bought to Crafters TV.
There's another one from, I think this is K as well.
Yeah,
that's
the 3D honey pot.
These are great, honestly. Is this another one of hers, I think? A little birdhouse.
Ah, yeah, another artboard. Yeah, they're so cute.
Oh my goodness me. This guitar has been bedazzled. Look at that.
Oh, wow. That is gorgeous.
Amazing. I love the fact that, you know, you guys have sort of taken these MDF sets and then just like gone to town with them. So then Rhonda, there's the teapot.
Oh,
with a bee.
yes.
Super
yeah, that's
cute.
that same spoonful of honey paper pad I was talking about.
And then the last one she just said, so this with our papers, I think she said. And that's, I love that design as well. It looked completely different, but same boards.
Oh, yeah. Those roses look gorgeous on the bottom there. Oh, and the little teacup and spoon.
So beautiful. Thank you everyone for sending in all of your pictures. We appreciate all of that. Stunning, the papers are gorgeous, says Jen. Lovely card, Hayley, says Poor Prince. Rhonda says beautiful. Stunning card, says Pamela. Lovely card, says Louise. Lovely card, says Carol. I'm thinking I should have just ordered the big bundle, lol. Well, there's still time. Mary Beth Dawes says, great shows. Thank you for all the demos today, Hayley. And Melanie D says, yes, please bring back past MDF Dreamees kits. Listen, probably the best thing to do is snap up in the comments, but also do get in touch with the guys on the socials. Are you just on Facebook, Dreamees?
Yeah, mostly on Facebook. We do have Instagram, but we mostly post just on Facebook, really.
Okay, so if people want to contact you, Facebook, yeah?
This show will be streaming on there as well, so you'll probably see it in the shares. So if you can't find us, you'll probably find us there.
Yeah. So give the guys a follow, and as I say, probably the best thing if you want to see anything in particular, ask. There's no harm in asking. Obviously, we can't guarantee that you know Hayley's going to bring everything, but you know,
I was just bringing you samples.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look, yeah, well, I can show those or whatever.
Yeah.
I can show these, and you can show.
Oh, do you want me to take them back? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. Just wanted to get close.
Oh, well, you can have if you
I'm
want.
joking.
10 minutes.
No, it's fine over here.
Oh, I don't then. So the Buy The Show bundle is made up of everything we're about to show you here. Right, I'll show you the boards, and Hayley will show you samples. So the recipe stamps, 3-piece collection. You get 4 verses in each set. These are £37, 2p, 51.27. So in the set, you have got this stamp set, which is your recipe of love. You've got the recipe of friendship, recipe of birthday, and then your recipe of crafters as well. So your family recipes. Sam, I think you're winding me up. Sam said to me, there's a lot of comments saying, Ben, do the voices again. I haven't got time to read them all out now. We're towards the end of the show. Simple recipes. So you've got your recipe of a brother, recipe of a sister. You've got recipe of a mum, and then you've got your recipe of a dad. And then lastly in this set is your crafting recipes, which is your recipe of a colorist, recipe of a sewist, recipe of a knitter, and the recipe of a paper crafter, and this is how they might look on some cards. Yes!
So we've got a recipe of a crafter there, just on a little easel. So that's a really nice, simple one to do. Obviously, using that as your focal point on there, it's a little bit wonky actually. This is one that I obviously demoed and didn't get in the way of the overhead, so it's a little bit wonky. Recipe of a paper crafter, again, they're just really nice focal points for your cards. Got the recipe of a birthday there, in that lavish label die.
And those shapes that you're showing us as well are what will come on, the dies, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, I mean, this one, white on white, looks gorgeous, just using some lacy flowers and obviously the recipe of love there. Then this is one we made a little bit earlier, just the recipe of a mum on that gorgeous crate. And then we've got our recipe of a sister there, just on, again, another easel card. Just really nice, super simple to use. Even if you're just doing gift tags or something, you could very easily box those up and sell them as well.
So those are your stamps. $37.02, $51.27. The shapes that you saw on the front of those cards as well, all done with the die set that you've got. So the lavish oval and label die set, that's how your dies will come. Crazy to think, as I quickly fly through these boards, that there's only 4 dies in each set. If you want these as well individually, there's only 18 chances left to buy. So when I said, you know, less than 40, you're probably all thinking, oh, it's 30 out of everything. No, 18 left of the dies available for you. And what's so brilliant about these, if we just take the label one, for example, oh no, it is, isn't it? Yeah. You've got all of the different combinations to do all of the different things that you might want to do. Mats and layers, cutting apertures, cutting out, but then having the detail in there as well. If you just want the shape, if you just want the design to that as well, you can. There you go, there's a beautiful frame. There's the mat and layer with the beautiful detailing in. Again, cutting the detail into the card, cutting the sort of frame element into the card as well. 4 dies, but so many different combos, and you get that again across those beautiful ovals. So you know, you talk about these sort of dies being your bread and butter when it comes to craft. I just think, you know, these are worth getting into your collection because, again, they're going to work perfectly with all the papers that you've seen on the show today, but you think about all the different collections that you've bought from us here at Crafters Companion, they're kind of just like timeless designs, aren't they, that will work across all sorts of different collections.
Yeah, definitely. And once you've seen a few different colours that we've used as well, so obviously like in the navy, this pale blue here, once you change up the colours, they can look completely differently. Across the centre there, we've actually used that lacy element, and then I've just torn it and layered it up, so you don't even have to use all of it if you don't want to. But then this one we've done kind of a dual aperture card, so you can actually open that up and you've got the same layer inside as on the out there, just thrown in an embossing folder as well. Then we've got, just again, using an embossing folder in the centre, so you don't even have to use the lacy element on every single card if you don't want to. And then just finally here, using that gorgeous detailed die on there, just a large flower. It doesn't necessarily have to be the focal point, but it could very easily be on your cards as well.
5 minutes left, we're rattling on. MDF has been so popular today, as it always is. This set gives you the opportunity to be able to make a mini crate, a mini lantern, and a mini watering can. And this is how they'll come to you. Best way, as I say, to describe them is obviously they're in MDF, but if you've ever used any of our decoupage topper kits before, where you pop the cardstock pieces out, it's like that, but in MDF. Medium density fiberboard, for those of you that are asking. And when you look at them like that, you think, okay, well, those are not really that inspiring, are they? Haha! But then you create with them, and look what you do. This is what you can create. The cute little watering can, this amazing little crate, and then of course you've got your lantern there as well. And as you described earlier on, Hayley, the great thing is MDF will take most sort of crafty materials, whether you want to paint onto it, paper it, colour onto it.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you do want to colour, like we've said a few times now, you do probably want to give it either a coat of white emulsion or your gesso, and then you can colour straight on the top of that. You can stamp on it then, you can heat emboss on it. A lot of the times I'll just put my Versamark ink pad all over it and just heat emboss the whole thing, so if you don't want to be covering it. But then we've also obviously covered it with paper. You can put your gilding waxes on there. You can pretty much throw anything at MDF and it'll probably take it.
£20.97, $28.99 is the price if you want to go for that set individually. Next up, right, if you want the Sisal or Sisal, or what do you call it?
Sisal.
Sisal, Sisal.
Again, it's because I'm bordering on the Midlands.
Ah, yes.
It's Sisal.
Cecil. There's 8 chances left to buy whatever you want to call this. Oh, sorry, 5. Oh, 5 chances left to buy. $19.99, $26.99. You get 20 grams in each bag, and these are all the colours that you are going to receive. And hopefully, if you are someone who has never seen this before, you now have a bit of an idea as to how you're going to use this in your projects. Because literally, Hayley has been using this right across the day today, whether it's been to kind of decorate with the MDF, or you've been using it a lot to kind of bulk out your bouquets, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got lots in the crate here, so I've just added a good chunk in there. So if you are doing hampers or something like that, it's a nice little filler. But then also on the card that we've got here as well, just behind those florals, you can just see a little hint of it showing through. And again, in our watering can as well, we've just popped it in the top there. I was also going to pop it on the base and just sit that on there as well. So if you did want to add a bit of detail under there, really easy to do.
Sorry, just a quick question. What die is used on the display card in the bottom left of Ben? This one?
Oh, it's one we've not got. Which one? Either the trellis heart I can definitely bring, or if it's the label that die, then I will bring that as well.
Okay.
Or if it's the flowers, it's the messy flowers in the show today.
Next time, add that to the list as well if you haven't got that. Just to also say, on the show, you've got your picky up, pokey down tools. You've got your pearls, of course, there on the show. You've got your floral dies on the show. And, of course, you've got the beautiful sentiment stamps too. That is everything. I can't believe where the time's gone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you're going to come back in May?
Yeah, it's the 20-something of May that is penciled in, but I'll keep you updated.
Okay. In the meantime, if you want to find out more from the Dreamees, of course, go over and follow them on Facebook and just pester Jimmy to make all the stuff that you want him to make to bring back next time that they are here. And listen, massive thank you to Jimmy and Hayley. What a brilliant couple of shows. And for you guys, make sure you check it out now. The Buy The Show is about to disappear. The Sisal's going to go. Get your deals. And Craig and I will see you back here in an hour's time for Launch Party. Until then, bye for now.